Hi, my name is Mariah, aka the Freedom Fairy, and I help you create freedom in your business, in your life, in your relationships, in your health, in your pleasure, in every area, so that you can fully live out the life that you are here on this planet to experience, to create, to inspire others into. Today we're going to talk about adjusting your messaging to make more money. So many people are speaking expert level, fancy coach language to their people instead of actually speaking to experiences that hit them in the heart. This is a big gap that I see for a lot of people, especially healers, who are sometimes hesitant to speak directly to their clients' experiences because maybe it feels too personal or they're worried that that person is going to feel like they're talking about them online. But the truth is, the more specific that you can be to people's direct experiences, the more they're going to be able to resonate with your message and understand, oh, she's speaking to me. He's speaking to me. They can actually help me. Oh, that resonates. Oh, that's exactly what I'm thinking to myself every day. Oh, I am actually doing that habit that you just called out. So today what I want to do is break down a couple of examples of this for you and share some tips that will help you speak more clearly and directly to your clients in your content on every platform. So sometimes it can feel like this work takes a little bit more brain work, brain power in the beginning, and I completely understand. That's exactly how I have felt. That's exactly how it's been for me for years, is even though I understand the logic and the psychological perspectives of why this is so important, it's still typically for me so much easier to start with just brain dumping what I think my clients are experiencing, what I think is coming through for them, what is coming through for me for them. If you watch my recent video about creating $98,000 in 7 days, I actually speak to this as well, that I find it a lot easier for myself to just brain dump this information first and then go back and tweak it and apply strategies like this messaging strategy I'm going to share with you to that. So let's start with the example of if you are a manifestation coach. You might make a post that's saying something along the lines of, you're in resistance, and that's why this manifestation isn't working for you. Or you want this, but you're resisting this, and that's why this isn't working out for you. And while, yes, that's true, and it makes sense to you, and it makes sense to other people who are already in the manifestation world, who already understand exactly what that means, who already understand, oh, you're right, I'm in resistance. That means that I need to shift my internal state. I need to see myself in this situation differently. People who aren't quite there yet aren't going to get that. But what they will get is if you speak directly to an experience, a tangible experience that they're having. So maybe instead of saying you're in resistance and that's why manifestation isn't working for you, you could say, feeling sad and angry about the money that you made last month is the reason that you're not making 3 times as much. Do you see how that's a more specific, tangible, in your body experience, visceral, that makes you feel something? So you want to be talking to the symptoms that your potential clients or your existing clients are experiencing rather than talking to the diagnosis that you prescribe to them. I'm going to get more into this in a little bit later. But a really easy way to think about it is, what are the things that your clients are doing or not doing every day? What are they saying to themselves in their head every day? What are the recurring thoughts and feelings and emotions and beliefs and judgments and desires that are just on repeat in their mind? What are the manifestations, the physical actions that is a result of those thoughts, feelings, beliefs, patterns that are happening every day? Is it that they're constantly having anxiety and panic attacks? Is it they're having really painful periods every single month? Is it that they're chasing men and then the guys stop responding to them? Is it that they go on a first date and then the guy doesn't want to go on a second date with them? Is it that they're stuck at $20,000 months that just won't budge no matter what they do or how hard they work or what systems they implement? Is it that every single time they launch an offer, no one buys? Is it that lots of people are reaching out about their offers, but they say they can't afford it? Is it that people are joining your clients' offers, but your clients aren't loving the people that are in there and they're feeling resentful and wishing that they charged more? Is it that every single thing they sell gets them 5 signups, but they want 50? Is it that they're not getting the right people into their programs? Is it that they had a massive cash month, but wonder why they can't hit it every single month? They wonder why maybe they're having massive cash months, but it starts at 0 every month and there is 0 ongoing recurring payments coming in? Is it that your client wants to go on a second date, but the person that they went on a date with doesn't? Is it that they're working out really hard 5 days a week and eating really well, but only lost 2 pounds over the last year? Do you see how all of these are examples of really solving a specific, tangible problem that you can very easily point out and say, oh, yeah, That's me. I'm feeling that. I'm experiencing that. That gives me a visceral feeling in my body that I either want that thing you just described or I really don't want that thing you just described. It's specific enough that I can put myself in one camp or the other. And that's what so many people get stuck in, is being so broad and vague and open that it's not really resonating with anybody. People aren't really like, oh my God, yes, you're in my head. That is me. And people aren't like, absolutely not. That is definitely not me. It's somewhere in the middle where they're just kind of like, oh yeah, that could be me. Keep scrolling. Moving on. Oh, I don't really think that's me, but whatever. Just keep scrolling. So your job is to solve the problem, whatever it is that you support your clients with, and help them close the gap from their perspective, from their eyes. So not using your expert level language to show them that you can help them bridge that gap. This is why it can be so helpful to really utilize the conversations that you're already having with your clients for your content, because the way that they're describing their problems and their desires to you is exactly the language that you want to use when you're speaking about it online, because then you're coming from their perspective rather than yours. And the reason that's so important is because if they come to you and tell you, this is what I'm experiencing, this is the problem, and this is another reason why it can be so helpful when people reach out to work with you, the first question I almost always ask, unless they've already told me or we've already had this conversation, is, what is it that you're looking for? Like, what would be the absolute best possible outcome of us working together? What are your dreams? What is your vision? What do you see happening here? Because then they're telling you exactly what they want. They're telling you how to set up your offer to support them. They're telling you how to word your offer to support them, rather than what you think they want and what you think they need, without taking their words into consideration and without letting their words lead. And so if you misdiagnose the problem, if you diagnose the wrong thing, it will greatly impact your income. Another really important piece of this is talking about whatever the desire or problem is of your clients in the way that they're actually experiencing it without over dramatizing it. So for example, if you want to work with 7-figure clients, but you're saying in your content that they launched to crickets, there's a big disconnect there, because it's very unlikely that someone with a 7-figure business is launching to crickets. The real truth is that they just want more people. It's not crickets. So a couple of quick questions for you to go over for yourself in your content is, what are the symptoms someone is going through that makes them perfect for my work? Am I speaking directly to those symptoms? Am I over dramatizing those symptoms? Am I nailing those symptoms? And you will know if you are, because people are reaching out to you saying, oh my God, are you in my head? Wow, I was literally just thinking that this morning. Thank you, that was so helpful. And even messages like, how can I pay you? I would love to work with you. I'm ready. I'm in. Sign me up. What are they going through that makes them absolutely perfect for your offers? Speak more to the logic here than the feeling that they're going through. So more logic, less drama. This is going to be another process of trial and error through your experience, playing with different angles and seeing which ones nail it on the head, which ones have people saying this is exactly what I needed to hear, and which ones just don't land. And learning to not take that personally, but looking at it as research and saying, okay, this is a science experiment. This is fun. I get to just see what's going to happen here when I try tweaking my words in this way. What do your people value having? And what do they value not having anymore? Let's go into a couple of specific examples here. Let's start with love life. So your diagnosis might be that they're operating from fear, but their symptom is that they're checking their phone every couple of minutes. They're always feeling rejected when their husband doesn't want to spend a lot of time with them. They're being ghosted. People aren't wanting to go on a second date with them. These are all really specific things that you can point to and that they can identify within themselves of, oh yes, I'm experiencing that. A few examples of business ideas is maybe your diagnosis is, I want to launch less, but I feel scared to because my income will drop if I do. So that would be the diagnosis. But their actual symptom is that they feel like not enough people are joining my programs. Maybe they are pissed. Their mind is thinking, why don't I get more people to sign up for my offers? Why aren't they selling out? Why aren't people jumping on all of my offers? Or maybe it's even that they're posting once and then they don't post for a week and they go and hide. These are all, again, specific, tangible things that people can recognize within themselves and be like, oh, I'm doing that, or I'm not doing that. Maybe people are coming in, but you feel resentful towards them because you've tried to raise your prices in the past. And when you do, you get messages from people saying that they can't afford you. Maybe it's that launches just feel exhausting. Maybe you're taking a ton of action and still don't get the results that you expect. Maybe you're spending all day on coaching calls and just feel wiped out. And speaking more to the desire side, maybe it's that you want to make a shitload of money without adding more to your plate. And maybe you're constantly launching new offers, but you're not getting enough people inside. So you're wanting to learn how to get more people inside your offers. And then getting to some of our health and body and weight examples, we could talk about all of the millions of different feelings and thoughts and beliefs that come along with that. Or we could speak to what is actually happening in their mind. You look in the mirror and you don't like what you see. You look in the mirror and you hear self-criticism, finding all the things that are wrong, even though you've done loads of mindset work. The more tangible you make it, the more people will say yes. If you show people that you get their symptoms day in and day out, they will pay you very, very quickly. So are you just identifying an emotion that they're feeling, or are you identifying the situation that they're in? The more you move from a feeling identification to a tangible symptom identification, the more that this messaging tweak will work for you. So for example, for my business, the reason that people aren't buying from you right away, the reason that you don't have hundreds of people signing up for every single one of your offers yet, might be because your content is missing the mark. It might be because your clients don't have a clear path to move through to work with you. They're lost. Maybe you have hundreds of offers on your website and they're confused about where the hell to start. Or maybe it's that you are working really hard and you're consistently selling offers every single day, but your income just refuses to budge. It's because you're taking all that action from a state of unworthiness. So you can sell as many offers as you want, but your income won't increase until you feel safe receiving the money. When your worthiness is locked in, you could still sell the exact same offers, but make way more. So do you see the insights there that I'm sharing? Really breaking down potential problems that my clients see or don't see. Maybe you even resonated with a few of those. Or maybe you didn't resonate with a few of those and you were like, nope, that's not me. Either way, it was clear and you were able to opt yourself in or out of resonating with what I just shared because it was clear and specific and tangible. So it's not always about giving people a 10-step process of how to go from A to Z with you in one post, but more about giving them one specific insight about what you see as the expert that they don't see about their symptoms and their problems and their desires and why they aren't there yet. So ways that you can structure this is by just saying, here are the insights you don't realize you need in this moment, rather than my 10-step process. Giving them small, direct, simple insights, showing them exactly what you see in their business and in their life. So a couple quick questions that I'll leave you with are, what is currently blowing your clients' minds when you talk to them? And what would they find fascinating? So if you already have an established business and you're ready to cross that 7-figure-a-year mark with ease and set up a system that takes your audience from curious to client on autopilot through an intimacy building email sequence and create reliable 5 to 6 figure months as a baseline in your business, whether you launch anything or not, I would love to show you the way inside of my upcoming program, the 7-Figure Freedom Method, to completely customize this strategy to you. We're kicking off on March 8th, 2024. And if you comment 7-figure year down below, and I'll send you the link with more details explaining exactly what we're going to be doing throughout this process and how you can join. So I've been in entrepreneurship for over 9 years now, and I've worked with a ton of different agencies, with VAs, with so many different people who are experts at their craft. And something that I've always been left missing and wishing for more of is having a one-stop shop to support me with my social media, support me with my funnel buildup, support me with my branding and my graphics. And so I actually have 2 different options for you within this 7-Figure Freedom Method program. One is a potent group experience where you'll receive my exact templates, my guides, customized feedback, and strategy to implement my 7-Figure Freedom Method into your business yourself. So this is a DIY experience. This will eliminate all guesswork and unnecessary steps that many of the experts say you need for success into a simple, streamlined process that will have you feeling so confident and calm and peaceful in your business for years to come. As one of my clients so perfectly put it recently, he said, I could learn all the basic structures of this stuff on Google, but actually having your feedback for how to make this work for my business, with my audience, with the kind of lifestyle I want to live, makes all the difference because it actually works. You know, crossing your fingers and hoping for the best when you're just like testing out 20 different strategies from 5 different coaches online, it's not a real strategy. So We begin this group program on March 8th. Comment 7-figure freedom down below if you want the details. And number 2 is a white glove experience where all of this is done for you. I've never seen anything like this out there. And what we're going to do is we're going to take your message and turn it into an elegant money magnet that attracts dream clients on autopilot while giving you more freedom to rest, make those homemade meals, travel, spend quality time with your loved ones, and it leaves you feeling aligned as fuck in your business. You get to choose if you want your funnel completely done for you, so it's up and functioning on your website, ready to go in less than a month. Or if you'd prefer a done with you option where I actually walk your team through how to implement this themselves, where I walk your team through all of the how-to with this to implement my proven methods into your business so they can rinse and repeat that process over and over again. I only have space to work with 3 clients at a time in this capacity right now, so comment Funnel Fairy down below if you'd like more details about this option. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you think your audience needs to hear, and I can give you some feedback in the comments so that we can tailor your messaging to really land and hit with your audience. See you next time.